kinds of people, because obviously everything is a dichotomy. The two kinds of people are drinkers and non-drinkers. Now, I'm not saying that non-drinkers can't drink, because they most definitely can. And I'm not saying that drinkers always drink, because I definitely consider myself a drinker, but I'm 3 months sober and not going to drink anymore. But my mindset is always going to be that of a drinker. So that word right there, mindset. I think people who like drinking, people who don't, I think it's a mindset difference. So, example, drinkers like the feeling of being a little bit out of control. Because alcohol, you know, it loosens your inhibitions. You're gonna say things that you normally wouldn't say, maybe. Do things that you wouldn't really have the balls to do if you were sober. You know, it definitely reduces your inhibitions. A non-drinker does not like the feeling of losing control. So they also get their inhibitions loosened, and they're going to do and say things that they normally wouldn't. The difference is they'll usually regret it, very much so sometimes. Whereas a drinker might do something real crazy, they'll usually just, you know, charge it to the game. They're like, well, I was drunk, you know, I said what I said. And I actually like that, because I've always subscribed to the opinion that a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts, you know. And sometimes you need a little mental lubrication to get those thoughts out there. And I think a drinker embraces this. A non-drinker dreads it. So if they say or do something that they wouldn't normally say or do, they said they really regret it, and they don't like that loss of control. Drinkers like that loss of control. Drinkers tend to be a little bit less serious. Non-drinkers tend to be a little bit more on the serious side, I think. And I'm not saying one kind of person is better than the other. It is what it is, you know. If everybody in the world was just had that drinker mindset, happy-go-lucky, you know, embracing chaos, like being out of control, like the world would just be a mess. So we need both. Yeah. So drinkers tend to be a little bit more the adventurous type, you know, the risk-taking type. I think that we enjoy the unexpected, the non-ordinary. You know, we enjoy it being Friday or Saturday night, being like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to get hammered and some crazy shit's going to go down. Whereas, like, a non-drinker does not, they like the known. You know, they're not going to, although they might be down for an adventure, they want to know, you know, what's going to happen. They want to have a plan. They want things to be set in place so that shit can't go left. They're gonna want things a little bit more laid out in advance. Whereas like a non-drinker, the just not knowing what's gonna happen next, we like that. We enjoy that. We embrace that. A non-drinker, you know, not knowing what's gonna happen next, like if you're like, hey, you know, we're gonna go and we have no idea what's going to happen, they're probably like, okay, you go then. I'll stay home. So yeah, those are the two kinds of people, the drinkers and the non-drinkers. And I am definitely a drinker, but like I said, I'm 3 months sober and gonna stick with it. Do I miss it? Yes. But I think I can get a lot more done and be a lot more healthy without alcohol in my life. And I would say the main mindset difference between drinkers and non-drinkers is enjoying a loss of control or abhorring a loss of control. Some people like it, some people don't. It just is what it is. So yeah, there we go, the two kinds of people. Peace.